Hello everyone, we've made it here onto the digital platform, and welcome to our 5th conference for Success Charity Life After Cure. This year our talk is Steps to Success, when we aim to address the 4 key transitional maturational stages that we believe at Success children need help to negotiate if we are to really help their cure. 80% of children now survive a brain tumour and live many years beyond that. And we want to limit the price they pay for that cure in terms of their longer term problems, which are complex.
I think what we want is quite simple, easy to say, but very difficult to put in practice. And it's really rehabilitation on a holistic basis so that somebody is looking at every individual child's needs across all of the impact of the condition and the treatment to make the outcomes the best that they can be.
When a child or young person has an acquired brain injury or brain tumour, it's happening during our most formative years and a period where development is extremely important.
My name is Millie. I'm 15 years old. When I was 7, I was diagnosed with a malignant brain tumour. Up until March 2013, I was a very regular girl. But while cancer is gone, I have many side effects that have come from cancer and the cure, and it is likely that, like many survivors, I'm going to have to learn to live with them for the rest of my life.
There's some research to show that brain tumours, for example those in the hypothalamic pituitary tumour, and the treatment for brain tumours such as radiotherapy and chemotherapy can affect the HPA axis. Treatment can also affect white matter, with the frontal lobes being particularly vulnerable in childhood.
My daughter Shakira was diagnosed with a brain tumour just after her first birthday in 2013. Due to her health condition, she has a tracheostomy and gastrostomy button. She has had over 117 general anaesthetics, 48 operations, with 26 being on her brain. Although she is currently in remission, she has other health conditions which limit her daily life. Accessing the services that she is entitled to has been a huge battle, but has been made easier by the various charities we have been lucky to have encountered, and more importantly, other parents. Treatment and rehabilitation should sit hand in glove, and delays to development sit at the feet of lack or delays of rehabilitation. We are lucky we had the foresight of Success Charity, who identified Shakira's needs during treatment, and she has thrived on the many rehabilitation opportunities that have become available to her.
No plan or provision is static. No child's needs remain the same. Regular review is important, as is involving the child. This is their plan. Involve them.
We know that if a child misses education because of an illness, a brain tumour, surgery, etc., that has a real impact on education. It has an impact on social interaction, has an impact on all sorts of things in someone's life, and that does hold you back. And I'm sad about that. But actually there's things that we can do in education to really wrap around and come around that individual, to make sure that actually we can catch up, we can continue even lifelong learning if that's needed. And the government have almost taken a step change towards giving everyone the opportunity to learn throughout their lives. So concentrating on your youth and you as a young person in school is really important, but actually giving you opportunity to continue to learn through life is fantastic, and I'm absolutely supporting that and want to make sure it happens for all people, whatever circumstance they live with.
What is the one biggest problem at the moment in your life?
I think my biggest problem is probably my weight. The lessons are good, but it's just difficult for me to get around the school because the school is a big school and there's different places to go. So,
if you had to say one thing that you think you need at the moment to live better, what would this be?
For me to lose weight, that I could run around, play with my sister more.
It's estimated that around 40,000 children a year are seen in hospital with an ABI, and around 450 of those will be children diagnosed with a brain tumour. It may be that the child makes a really good recovery and that they go on to have few, if any, deficits in the longer term. However, because the brain is developing across childhood and adolescence, and also into early adulthood, there is a possibility that the impact of an early ABI doesn't become clear until the child grows older. So this need for monitoring and review is extremely important when we start to think about children with an ABI starting school. Indeed, starting school is one of the most important transitions in the early years, and it's one in which it's crucial for the right level of support and understanding of a child's needs to be put in place. I think you can get some really helpful support. If it's possible to get a neuropsychology assessment, that can be really helpful at the point when a child is starting school. So we would try and see a lot of the children within our services in Nottingham. So reach out, ask people to help with that transition, because we know it is an important one. And kind of, as you would hope, most people will be really keen to support.